Hey, everybody, welcome back. Okay, we're gonna talk about a couple of important things today. Um, and I want to start off with the algo signals that I posted in the room today. Now, um, this week, not today. So it was actually a really great week for me as far as trades were concerned, and I really want to chalk it up to the fact that I was super nitty this week. And some of you who are not poker players would not understand that term nitty. But what the term nitty is it means that you are only play the absolute most premium hands, and when you play them, you just basically fold everything else. Okay. And for those of you that don't know, I am a semi-pro professional poker player. I don't make massive amounts of money from it, but you know, 60, $70,000 a year extra in money, and so um, there's a lot of similarities between poker and trading. And the key concepts that we're going to cover today, we're going to get into some charts, so I really want you to hang on. I'm going to try to keep this video to 10 minutes because I know most people, you can't hold their attention longer than 10 minutes. I know I get bored with videos after 10 minutes. But the key concepts that we're going to cover today is understanding that the way to make money as a trader is by not losing. All right, and that's something that's really super key. I'm going to pause the video for a second, and I'm going to head over to this guy's channel. This is a professional poker player that I follow. His name is My Name is Carl. You can go and look up My Name is Carl, and he makes a video here called Poker is a Loser's Game. And it's an excellent video, and I highly recommend you go and watch it. And the reason why I'm sharing that with you is because if you go through many areas of life and you see the same pattern over and over again of people who are very successful at what they do, and they're all telling you the same thing. There's a saying in Italian that roughly translates: if three people call you a horse, you should buy a saddle. And whenever you see trends developing, or whenever you hear the same thing over and over again, even if you don't agree with it, you should really keep an open mind and at least go and investigate it. So in this video right here, I mean, this guy makes hundreds of thousands of dollars a year as a poker player. And in this video here, he talks about a very key concept that I really want to drill into today, and that is that poker is a loser's game, and so is trading a loser's game. And the basic concept is this: the way you win a loser's game is by making the least amount of mistakes. Okay? And in poker, I can tell you this: whenever I have really good runs or strong runs, it's usually because, not because I am, yeah, there's luck involved, but not because I'm being brilliant as a poker player. It's because I'm actually just playing a very solid game, and other people are making mistakes against me. And that is what this video is about, and that is what we're going to relate this to trading. But I wanted to show you it's not just in trading. Trading and poker are very much the same thing, because in both of them you're dealing with incomplete information. Okay, so shout out to my man Carl here. If you're a poker player, I highly recommend this guy. He makes really great videos. He really gets into some really good things, and I think he's a great player. I like him a lot, and I do follow him. So shout out to Carl. Okay, now getting back to trading and how does that relate to trading. Now, recently, many of you will know that I released my algo system that I'm selling on my website right now. Just head over to my website if you're interested in doing it and buying it. But that's not what this video is about, because we're going to talk about some trades and why I took those trades. Now, what I want to do is go back to all the trades that I posted in the room this week, because as my room has grown and my room has just exploded, I add like 100 members every day. And as the room has grown, it's become more difficult for me, because quite honestly, I don't want to post in this room anymore. Not because it's growing, but because it's a massive distraction from my life. And what I find that I do when I'm in this room is I tend to overtrade or overanalyze situations, because I'm trying to give you guys quality of information. However, the current market environment, as we all know right now, is extremely low volatility, and the ranges are very small, and it's not a great time to be trading at all. And so as this room has grown, I'm kind of desperate to look for ideas, but in that desperation to look for those ideas, I made mistakes, and it translates to my trading profits going down. But this week, I decided to do something different, and this week I said I committed to the fact that I committed to, and you can see here on November 19th, I'm going to run perfectly today with 100% winners. That was my goal for the day. No sloppy trades at all. Trade very smart and take safe trades only. I needed to get my confidence back today, so I tightened up all my entry rules and waited for the best trades, no compromises. So early this week, I decided that this room that was distracting me so much, that I wasn't going to allow the room to distract me. The pressure of showing you guys, really good, a lot of action, and I decided that I was going to just trade really, really, really smart and not make mistakes. Okay? And that's what this video is all about. I've gone 7 minutes already, and I don't know how I go 7 minutes, because it's absolutely crazy. But stay tuned, because we're going to get to some actual really good stuff on some trades here, okay? So let's go to the first of the week, which was November 18th. And at the end of the day, I said there are a couple of algo signals tonight, AMRN and ANTM. Now let's go to that date and let's get into some trades, and we're gonna show how I really tightened up my rules. Okay. All right, so let's go to November 18th and look at these two trades, AMRN. Okay, go AMRN. AMRN. Okay, so here was the signal. Okay, it was a short trade in an overvalued situation. Now, I want you guys to notice this met all of my criteria. We're in an overvalued situation, we have rejection of that level, and we have relative volume coming in. The overall longer term 1 year chart is showing me that we're in a big balance area between 24 and 13. This was a great trade. Okay, now stand to, you can see that that short worked out beautifully. The other one we were looking at was ANTM. ANTM. Okay, now this one was not as good, but the 1 day trade, okay, there's 3 ways I trade this. There's a 1 day trade where I put the trade on the evening that the signal happens, and I take it off the following evening. Would have made you some really good money. Not a lot, but 294 to 292 close, so you would have made some money on your puts on that trade there. But again, all the conditions were right. I'm in an overvalued situation. I've got previous resistance here, but heavy rejection. Okay, so that was another good trade. Now let's look at the other two. Now I want you to stick with me because I'm not showing you this. There's a reason why I'm showing you this. Okay. Okay, so we forwarded here to November 19th, and we have three signals right now. We have, and these were all posted, okay? AVGO, AMAT, and ABBV. So let's look at those. AVGO, AVGO, oh, sheesh, AVGO. Come on, Steve. My dyslexia has been really bad this week. Okay, so here was the signal right here. Okay, we got a short trade. Now the 1-day trade on this, we have heavy resistance, we've got overvalued, and we've got relative volume, all four conditions. And that 1-day trade, you would have bought the puts on 316 at 316, and you would have covered them at 311. So that trade probably would have given you a 100% return on those puts, no problem. Let's go to the next one. AMAT. AMAT. This one was beautiful. Okay, now this one was not an A-level trade, it was a B-level trade, but because of the conditions, and the people that have gone through my coaching will understand this, the signal was here as a 1-day trade. You buy the puts at 60.95 and you cover them at 59.54. So that doesn't look like much, but I can guarantee you that's almost a 50% return on the option. Now if you also held that for a couple more days, you're getting a 100% return on your option. Okay, go back here, and ABBV, ABBV, ABBV. This was the signal right here. You buy the puts at 89.03, you cover them at 87.20, and that is easily a 60-70% return on your option. Now, why am I showing you these trades? Am I showing you this to brag? No. I'm showing it to you because of the theme for this lesson. And the theme for this lesson is when you are in a difficult market environment and you are trying to select trades, it becomes very, very critical that you don't make any mistakes. And that is how you make money as a trader. And this guy right here, the doc, you know, he's a great guy. I like him a lot. He's actually a doctor. I say, guys like you are why I started this trading room. All retail traders fail for the same reason. 1, overtrading. 2, lack of contextual awareness. Okay. 3, horribly misguided expectations about what this business is. And most importantly, a total breakdown of money management rules and systems. All right. So what did I do that was different this week that was so critical to me having such an incredible week? Not only did my swing trades work out almost 100%, but my day trades worked out 80%. What did I do that was different? Okay, I realized the contextual situation that the overall market is in, and that is in an extremely low, if we look at the UVXY, we're in extremely low volatility. This sucker's down at 15. I mean, that's a yearly low for this thing. That means there's no volatility in the market at all. And so when we get into low volatility markets, number one, you have to adjust in one of two ways. You have to tighten up your criteria, number one, and only trade situations that are extremely obvious. And number two, you have to go into a make it take it environment where you don't hold on to your winners for too long, because you're just not going to get the volatility on them. Now, one other really important thing right now, going back to my signals, and this is where I hope a light bulb comes off. I want you guys to notice something. I only posted 5 trades this week that were swing trades from the algo. Now, anybody that has bought the algo in the scanner knows that there were probably 200 signals that fired off. Okay, and I'll just show you here very quickly. There were probably over 200 algo signals this week, and here is my scanner. Hopefully I can, 1 second here. So over here is the watch list that this created just for Friday. And you can see on Friday, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, about 50 signals right here that fired off just on Friday alone. And there were probably another 50 signals every single day. So my point is this: even though this filters out great situations that are under and overvalued, there were very, very few of those that met that 4 criteria that we had, okay, and that we have. So again, what is the theme of this lesson? The theme of this lesson is, if you want to be good at trading, if you want to be a great poker player, if you want to be the anything that requires decision making or performance, if you want to be good at any type of performance level, thing that you get paid by your performance, you must not, you're going to win by not making mistakes. Okay? You're going to make money by not making mistakes. And I don't want to, use these videos as a way to sell my course, because, of course I want you to buy it. But more importantly, I want you to stop losing money, okay? And I want you to not become a victim of the market. And whether it's me, or you choose me as an educator, or whether you choose somebody else, or whatever you do, the secret to making money as a trader and in any performance level thing, the real secret that nobody tells you, and I wrote it right here. My entire course is about controlling risk and avoiding randomness. I drill that into my students' minds first and foremost. I teach people how to lose like a professional or perish, and by default they end up making money. Everyone else is teaching you how to fuel your addiction, but I am teaching you how to break it. And again, I'm not selling my course right now, okay? But what I am doing is I'm trying to whether you're using my method or whether you're using some other method, the way you become successful at it as a trader, or as a poker player, or as an athlete, or at anything that's performance related, is by eliminating your mistakes. And if you can eliminate your mistakes methodically, one by one by one by one by one, by default, you will end up winning the game. All right? So thank you all. I want to say again, thank you to all the 6,700 members. My room is growing like crazy. I love you all, and please understand, the more this grows, the more pressure I feel to perform. But the more pressure I feel to perform, the worse it's going to be for me, and the worse it's going to be for you. So please understand, I'm going to force myself to only post situations that I think are really, really key, obvious, that have the very fewest number of mistakes available. Okay? Thank you, and bye for now.